Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, tomorrow is going to be an absolutely huge day. It's going to be huge for the US market, and it's going to be huge for Bitcoin and crypto. So, let's talk about what to expect tomorrow, and let's talk about everything else that's going on with Bitcoin and crypto. All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys. You know what? We're about the same as this morning. I think we were right around here, maybe a little bit higher, 94,000. We did dip down today. Got a little shaky, a little rocky. Went back to 91, and then now we are recovering back up. But overall, the last few days have not been good because Wall Street has been hit with some FUD, and overall crypto have been hit with some FUD. So we're still trying to move past that, but tomorrow will be an absolutely huge day, one way or another. It's going to be a huge up day or a huge down day, but tomorrow will be a huge day. And why is that? Because, like the thumbnail indicates, tomorrow we do have the unemployment number. Okay, the rate will come out, and also how many people got jobs last month. So two major things: the employment, what basically the jobs report, and the unemployment rate. Both of these will be out tomorrow, right when I start my stream. So it's going to be absolutely huge. Okay. So as you can see, it's a little bit small, but it's anticipated that tomorrow, the report will show that we've added 155,000 jobs last month, which is a decrease from the month before, 227,000. And unemployment will stay at 4.2%. Here's the thing. Okay, since we are living in a bizarre world, if somehow that number, the number of jobs added, goes up, which means the U.S. economy is in better shape than anticipated, that would actually bring the market down. So what we want to see tomorrow is numbers that are in line with expectation or slightly worse. So if it's anticipated that we add 155,000 jobs, the best case scenario is we added 140,000 jobs or 150,000, something that's slightly lower. Because if it comes out tomorrow, oh, we added 200,000 jobs last month, which should be a great thing, it's going to probably crash tomorrow's market because that's not what Wall Street wants to see. Wall Street wants to see bad data, which will force Powell to cut more rates. Same deal with unemployment. Staying at 4.2% tomorrow will be good. If it goes up to 4.3%, that will be great. But if it somehow unexpectedly drops to 4.1% or 4%, it's going to crash the market. Again, that's not how it should be. Good economic data should pump markets, but because everyone wants to see more rate cuts, and the only way to get more rate cuts is to show weakness in the economy. That's why good economic data will be a negative tomorrow. But on the other hand, you don't want it to be too negative, right? If the number of jobs added was like 10,000, something really off, that would also spook the market. So you kind of want to be like right in line with expectation or a little bit below. You don't want to go above, and you don't want to go really below either. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big thing. A big day. It's going to swing things massively. And it could be the reason why Bitcoin has not recovered since that fall from 102,000. Because we had so much FUD about the Department of Justice selling, right? And then all the economic data that came out this week and Wall Street trying to digest it and this and that. And historically, the first few weeks of the new year, right after a halving event, is historically weak. So we had a lot of things go on. But long term, hey, we still got a great year to look forward to and a lot of great things that are happening. For example, Gary Gensler is on his way out. Okay? So when Trump gets inaugurated, that is when the day Gary Gensler steps out from SEC. And we know that is a big deal. He's being replaced with someone that's a lot more pro, that will be a lot more favorable to crypto and crypto regulations and rules and so forth, especially for American-based crypto companies, right? So that is a big thing that's happening. But he did give an interview today where he said something like, well, there's Bitcoin and then there's everything else, which is true. That's why Bitcoiners should not be threatened by alts at all. It was always silly, I thought, for Bitcoin maxis to like tag everything else. You don't need to do that. Bitcoin is different from anything else. But in Gary's point, he's saying that because he thinks everything's a security. He thinks there's Bitcoin and everything else is security, right? Which just isn't the case. All the lawsuits that FTC has lost have proven that. Just because you have a lot of crypto out there that held the ICO or that was sold in the secondary market, right? Or the founders actually took some profit. None of those things actually automatically make a crypto security. That's what they were trying to accuse Ripple and XRP of, and they lost every single court battle. So we got that to look forward to. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. That's good. Also, like I said, besides getting a new SEC chair, we're going to get a new CFTC chair, but we got a lot of great things. Here we go. We got someone from the House that will lead the U.S. House Subcommittee on Digital Assets, calls for clear crypto rules. Yes, of course, because the SEC just kind of took it upon themselves to just create and interpret rules however they wanted. No. It's about time we actually create a fair framework that allows innovation to happen, right? And that's exactly what's being worked on. And of course, we still have that strategic reserve that's being worked on. And there's going to be a first ever crypto subcommunity led by Loomis as well. I mean, they're just like Congress is getting all behind crypto and Bitcoin, right? A big departure from what was before, 180, complete 180, which is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. What else is fantastic is there was a lot of FUD around the Department of Justice selling the 69,000 Bitcoin confiscated from Silk Road. Well, according to Block Explorer, none of it was sold. There was a lot of rumors about how, they started selling or they sold off or something like that. No, not one Bitcoin has been moved. You could see 6.5 billion still in their wallet, 69,370. Will they do something before Inauguration Day? I don't think so. Because why would they? Trump already announced his plans. Whoever dares to sell any Bitcoin, well, they better have another job lined up because they're going to get fired. That's for sure. But yeah, all the FUD around it, right? I guess we just don't know. We got 11 days more to go. There's always a chance that the Department of Justice can start selling within the next 2 weeks. But it just seems like it would be really ridiculous for them to do so at this point in time. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All right, what else is there? You have Cleanspark, one of the bigger Bitcoin miners. They have surpassed 10,000 Bitcoin in their balance sheet or in their holding, becoming the fourth largest crypto or corporate holder. 10,000 Bitcoin is quite a lot. Again, while retail panics, institutions are not panicking. Institutions are accumulating. So while retail investors get antsy, gets disappointed, panics, and decides to dump, the whales, the public trade companies, private companies, institutions, funds, they continue to load up because they know. They know better. They know we will get through this, and this is the right time to be buying. Whenever we have weakness, especially now, moving forward, great buying opportunity, right? Again, at these levels, there should be no doubt that the supply shock is happening. It's the changing landscape and everything I've been saying about what's going to come this year, the bull run, right? Everything is still on pace, on track, and you definitely don't want to miss out. Look at this. This is very bullish too. Standard Chartered, one of the biggest banks in Europe, is going to start offering Bitcoin crypto custody in the EU. And their CEO previously has said that he holds, 30% of his net worth is in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin and crypto, but 30%. And he believes Bitcoin will get to 250,000 this cycle. This is coming from the CEO of one of the largest banks on the planet. This is not some analyst, not just some person on X or some person on YouTube. This is the CEO of Standard Chartered saying this. And do you think he's panic selling if we have a dip? No, he is not, right? And in case, for the guys who are spreading FUD, in case some people are thinking, well, we're at top. Okay, so this is a nifty page that shows how many indicators? 30 indicators that measure whether or not Bitcoin is at a top. So should he be holding or should he be selling? It is 100% hold right now. Everything that we have that measures Bitcoin, that went all the way back to the beginning till now, every single indicator is telling us to hold. This is not time to be panic selling. This is not time to think that we have hit a top and we're not going to go higher. No, that would be very, very, very silly. Okay, so stay strong, my friends. Tomorrow is a big day. Regardless what happens, we will move forward and we will move higher. But short-term volatility will exist. There's always something. There's always some new FUD or some whale that's manipulating the market. There's some kind of suppression or consolidation, something. But when in doubt, zoom out and you realize Bitcoin just continues to do this. And a lot of crypto will too. For example, Ripple, right, recently met with Trump, but also they partnered with Chainlink as they're trying to expand their new stablecoin. Chainlink is another one, American-based company, ISO compliant on Coinbase. And not only did they have a partnership with Ripple, they formed a partnership with the Aptos, they formed a partnership with Tron, with Ton, with every single major chain they have a partnership with. That's why Chainlink fundamentally is so important. Every chain, every DeFi project needs accurate and robust and unhackable price feeds goes to Chainlink. That's why they are so strong. And yes, recently, a lot of sell pressure, just like a lot of alts. But what comes next is that recovery back up. And that's why you want to take advantage. Buy low and sell high. Dips are gifts at this point. You don't want to miss out. We will get through this. We will make a new high. And then we will forget about this period. Sometimes it takes days. Sometimes it takes weeks. Sometimes it takes months. Well, most of you guys have been around in 2024. March to October. 7 months of sideways movement with a lot of volatility up and down. A lot of people gave up in those 7 months. The people that didn't saw Bitcoin rise from 60,000 to 90,000 where we are now. That's a 50% gain. You don't want to be missing out on more 50% gains from here on out. All right. That's pretty much it. Overall, I mean, you still got some strong movers, man. Like Sui, for example. Sui's at 480 3. It's like it didn't even move at all. SUI is just so damn strong right now. And same thing, Bitcoin, even though it has come down, it's still at 90,000 plus. Let's not forget where we were just a few months ago, hovering the 60s, the 50s, the 40s. The beginning of the year, last year, we started out in the 30s. Let's not forget those days. They came and, you know, during those times it was bad. But, you know, now that no one remembers it. No one remembers them anymore. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let's see here. Nate, I see you in the background. Welcome. I'm not going to repeat what I just read there. Charlie Goki says today was a gift. DCA. That's just if you could change your mindset and think about, you know, all these downtimes, all these weaknesses, sell-offs as opportunities to be able to buy cheap Bitcoin and crypto. If you could change your mindset into thinking that, you'll love it. You'll love it. Of course, it kind of sucks to see the volatility. Like, you know, in the last few weeks, right? It kind of sucks to see this volatility. But hey, that just means we have more time to accumulate, right? Whenever we hit top, people love to FOMO in and ask me, well, should I buy this or should I buy that? Should I buy this when we're at top, right? You got to retrain your brain into, well, should I buy this now that we're down 20%? Not that like, oh, we're all-time high. Should I be FOMOing in? Yeah, what is the deal with the LA fires, man? I'm just hearing so much about the person in charge, no water, all the rainwater being diverted to the ocean because of some fish. What is going on in California? It just seems like it's a freaking mess. And it sucks to see so many people lose their homes and they just cannot control the wildfire right now. Chester, Oklahoma has successfully passed a bill that guarantees the right to Bitcoin self-custody. Another bill is attempting. I don't even know why you need a bill that guarantees the right to self-custody. I mean, it's like saying you can't hold your own money. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. You don't need a bill for that. Can you open McDonald's in a town with only 300 people? The real question is, why would you want to? Because then it's a guaranteed loss. Yeah, Buckstown. I wasn't going to repeat that, but that's what I heard too. It just seems like there's so many things wrong. You know, Newsom. I don't think there's any person I've ever met that says they like Gavin Newsom, that he's done a fabulous job. If that's the case, how does he keep getting voted in? I don't get how that works. Everyone badmouths Newsom, but yet he keeps continuing. He continues to hold his job and keeps getting voted back in. How is that possible? Isn't there a better candidate? Isn't there someone that could be a better governor? George, what is your plan to take profits this year? Increase my cash pile. That's my plan. As Bitcoin goes higher, 125, 150, 175, I'm going to increase my cash pile. That's what I'm going to be doing. They are waking up. It's rigged. The woke virus is strong there. Well, I mean, when there's no water in the fire hydrants to put out fires, I mean, you know, wokeness is not going to solve that. I don't get it. This is why I never want to be in politics. And I don't get how these people keep their jobs. I really don't. It's like Trudeau. Like Trudeau, everyone hated him. Every Canadian hated him, but he was prime minister for how long? For 10 plus years or something. Finally, he stepped down. Like, I don't know laws of Canada. Do you not do an election every 4 years or something? I don't even get how he stayed for that long. Nine years? How can he be prime minister for 9 years? Is it like, so there's like no term limits? You could just be prime minister for however long you're voted in? Is that how it works in Canada? Lewis, feels like altcoin dropped more than expected. No, it's about right. It's about right. Usually alts are this weak. But there are a few alts that are holding stronger than others. Like XRP is holding strong. Sui is damn strong. And there's a few others. Am I following a Pokemon bull run? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Is there a crypto, a game? What cards? What? George, Canada does not elect a prime minister. We elect the party in control and their leader is the prime minister. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I saw clips of the new guy, Pierre, whatever his last name is. He seems like a really arrogant and cocky guy. Kind of like Trump. Hopefully he does a better job. But he seems like the type of guy that will not let Canada become the 51st state. Poly-Eve? Is that how you say it? Poly... Yeah, I did saw the interview with him with the Apple. That's why I said he's like a really cocky fellow. But, you know, sometimes that's what you need in a president or a prime minister. Dude, having Canada and Greenland on our map would be bad. The whole upper part of the North America would be just United States. I mean, I'm hearing China and Russia really, really hates this idea of Greenland being annexed or being bought by the U.S. because of their trade routes and also military, positioning and stuff. If the U.S. gets Greenland, man, that's a game changer. Greenland seems to be more important than Canada, to be honest. But getting both would be great. I don't think either one is really like, if I had to give a percentage, it'd be like less than 5% of either one happening. But still, it's fun to think about and talk about. Hi, George. How do you vote at MicroStrategy's special meeting? Oh, I have no idea. I'm assuming you dial in and you can vote based on, I don't know, punching keys. I don't know actually how that works. I've never attended one before. It's fun to think about. You know, like growing up, you read about in history all the conquest, the wars and stuff, and territorial, disputes and redrawing like borders and all that stuff. That was all back in the day. Now that never happens, right? It'll be it's fun to think about if the U.S. can expand and take over Canada and Greenland. Um, but this day and age just seems like that's not possible. You can't just buy another country. Oh, I saw why. I saw someone explain why Trump wants to name Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Because at first he didn't really explain it, and no one and people are like, "Oh, that's so petty. Why are we, why does he want to just rename Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America?" I finally heard a good reason why he's actually wanting to do that, and it's genius in a way. Supposedly, Biden signed a bill that says you can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. You can't drill for oil. And the easy way around that is to rename it. So if it wasn't called Gulf of Mexico, it's called Gulf of America, then you could start drilling again. So after I heard that, I'm like, damn, that's smart. Although, is it going to happen? I don't know. Who's to say yes or no? I guess Mexico. Do they even have a right to? I don't know who owns the name. Like, can you just change it? Like, I don't even know how that works. If you want to rename like a body of water, who gets to decide that? Orth RHD, saw you at OHR on Sunday. Nice to see you in real life. I need to make more money in crypto so I could be upgraded to United Global Citizen. I'm so close. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm so close of hitting United 1K. I'm so close, but yet so far. But I'm looking forward to hitting 1K because I'm always jealous of 1K people getting on before first class. No, Ray, you can't just drill everywhere. That is false. That's completely false. There are so many places you can't drill. Yeah, for United flights, usually how it works with boarding is, they say the disability people go first, then military, then families with children 2 and under, then it's 1K members, then it's group 1, group 2, 3, and so forth. So I'm always group 1. And people in group 1 sucks because like even 20 minutes before boarding time, people start lining up and there's a huge line in group 1 already. And I first of all, I feel like anyone that doesn't fly first class should not have group 1. It's kind of silly because they have all this reward stuff and credit card and stuff, and all these people that are flying coach are still in group 1. It makes no sense. So it's like all the benefits of flying first class, some of it is ruined by the fact that you got all these other people in group 1, right? So the way to get around it is to fly enough and go hit 1K status, which I'm still not there yet. Harry Plotter FTX meme. Okay. Did you know if you drill for oil in your backyard and you strike oil, it doesn't belong to you? What do you think about MogCoin? It's one of the bigger memes. I've never paid attention to it. It blew up anyways. You know, with memes, you just don't know. If it blows up, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's a million memes. Some just blow up. After they blow up, it's just like, what else you go say? It's either gonna go up higher or it's not. There's no fundamentals to meme coins. I think United should change that. Jeff says if you pay for priority boarding and check in early, you get group one. No, they should make it, they change it. Only first class people get group one. Everyone else, if you pay for it and stuff, you get group two or whatever. You know, if you pay for a first class ticket, it's like double or triple or quadruple the price. You know, that in itself should get some kind of special onboarding, you know, priority boarding. I don't know. That always bothered me about United. If you fly international, you know, you get treated like royalty. Not United, but everyone else. If you fly internationally, you board first. You got a separate line. You got a separate entrance. It's like awesome. But domestically, it sucks. Any of you guys live in LA? I see a lot of pictures and videos, and it's kind of sad to see. I just hope that you guys that are living in LA are doing okay. What's the worst domestic airport for you? Oh, I've been to a lot of them. I don't know what's worse. Some of them are just too busy. I mean, I don't know what's the worst. Yeah, I can't tell you. Steve says, I live in LA. Fires are everywhere right now. That really sucks. O'Hare's not bad. O'Hare's actually not bad. O'Hare is actually a really large airport, but they're actually organized. But it depends on what terminal. Terminal 1 is so much better than Terminal 2. Terminal 2 is really crappy. What's another one I recently went to? Salt Lake City's airport is new, but it's massive. It takes forever to walk to baggage claim for no reason. There's no reason why Salt Lake City's airport needs to be that big. It's such a small city. I haven't been to a lot of New York airports, so I don't even think I've been to JFK before. I think that's probably the only major airport I haven't been because I always fly the other way. And usually when I fly, if I fly to Europe, it's just like a direct flight. I don't need to go to JFK. Do you think Gala could get listed on Coinbase again? You know, they got delisted because of Gala 2.0. That's the reason. And I don't think so. Because of it, I don't think they'll ever get listed again. Dustin, I have no idea about AI 16Z, some new AI agent that pumped up, and what, did it come down? I don't pay attention to it. These AI agent memes are just like meme coins. It'll go up or down Like, you just don't know. I don't even know the symbol for it. I was just at LAX. LAX is not that bad. No, it's not that bad at all. I was in Cancun's airport recently. It's not bad. Even immigration's going through immigrations is decently fast. I will tell you guys this. If you're in the US, you got to get global entry. Screw pre-TSA, get global entry. Global entry is like the best thing ever. If you travel internationally, you come back, global entry, you don't need to do anything. You take a picture of your face at a terminal and you walk right through everyone and you pick up your bag, no one checks it. Global entry is like the best feature ever if you're traveling internationally. If you're traveling domestically, you have to get pre-TSA. And then you could do pre-TSA plus clear, but I just do pre-TSA. Global entry is the best thing. It's better than any other system there is. All right. I think that's enough chit chat for tonight. Orth, RHD. Yeah, we're coming in internationally. You're living a high life in United's global entry. And I was in a regular immigration hotline. You know, you just pay for that, right? That's, yeah, anyone could get that. Yeah, you know, one of the benefits of having some money is to be able to fly better and pay for these programs, I guess. But global entry is not much. It's like a few $100s. No, maybe less than that. I don't know how it is. Whatever you pay lasts for 5 years. It's definitely worth it. Just get it. All right, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Prepare for this big job report. It's going to be either great or not so great. Fingers crossed that we don't get some phenomenal numbers tomorrow. But if it's in line with expectations or a little bit below, tomorrow is going to be a big, big rally day. So that's what we want to see. If we get a big rally day with as oversold Bitcoin is right now, we could get that huge pump up back to 102,000. That's exactly what we did 3 days ago. We went from 94,000 to 102,000 within a single day, basically. So it could definitely happen. Tomorrow could be huge. All right. So smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And let's see what happens. All right. Take care.